Hello, everyone. We should be good to go. So let's go ahead and get started. Hello, everyone. Good morning, good day, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. Or whichever dude does apply, right? Of course, right? Your host, Lord Valderox, here back with yet another stream once more. I was thinking about streaming a little bit earlier, like at the most, maybe an hour to an hour and a half earlier, but got caught up. We're here now, though. I mean, we will be here for at least, what, guaranteed max an hour to hopefully maybe 2 hours. If not, possibly 3. We'll see, though. That being said, though, let's not waste any more time. Just go straight ahead, right? Let's just go right ahead. Oh, wait. Did I switch that off? Hold on, give me a sec. I guess not. There we go. Okay, that should be good to go, and now we just jump on over. Yeah, as with before, we're only doing the one screen. Unfortunately, things with the PC, like again, unless of course I get upgraded parts, we're not gonna be able to do the multiple instances. Or I mean, maybe we could. I just probably need to do something in order to make it so it can run again. The other thing I'm thinking though, I doubt it'd be an immediate fix, is like if I start streaming to YouTube, because again, using the multi-instant, the plugin, it may or may not help. Because according to the stats over here for, what is it, the performance and all that, looks like at least a huge chunk of it's being used by OBS. At least 46% of the memory, I mean, of the total memory, 46%, or like 45 to 46% is being used by OBS. And then by the browsers, you know, obviously to have the Twitch YouTube browser, that's another 23%. Yeah, so the problem seems to be OBS is what I want to say. But then again, it's weird because then again, before with the BlueStacks, it would take like, what, 12? For what reason right now is reduced. I am tempted to pop on another one, but I'm not going to risk it, so we'll just stay like this for right now. What the heck? Oh, I see. That's what it was. Don't mind me. So let's go ahead and just continue on. Oh boy. How far did we get in the story? I think we got chapter 7, right? Oh, we are about to finish section 7. And there's like 20 in this thing. If I can get to at least, I want to say 12 tonight, and then finish off tomorrow, because again, tomorrow, like again, things go according to plan, then you know what? We got something else cooked up. Hopefully. We'll see. Oh boy. We'll be heading back out at dawn, Pepe. Are you sure you don't need to get some sleep? What about you, Mashi? You're still standing watch this late? I'm a demi-servant, so I'm fine without sleep for a while. Funny how you're okay without sleep, but the Divine Spirit servant over there apparently can't get enough. Well, that's okay. This works out nicely for me. Mind if I stand and watch with you for a while? No, that's fine with me. That was only a pretense, of course. I was actually just waiting for a good chance to ask you this. Did you get a chance to talk to Ophelia? Yes, I did. We didn't have a lot of time, but I still feel like we said a lot. Much more than we ever expressed to each other in Chaldea. I'm glad to hear that. She always did want to have a good heart-to-heart with you, I could tell. So, what'd you talk about? Well, one of our topics was romance. No way, seriously? Aw, but I wouldn't give to have been a fly on the wall for that. I can't think of anything better than Ophelia talking about romance. I can just imagine the three of us chatting over a nice cup of tea, hours passing in the blink of an eye. Do you know what happened to everyone, Pepe? I heard what happened from Kirstaria and the others. Yes, but those are just boring old facts. That's not what I really want to know. That's why I wanted to ask you about them directly. I see. I don't think there's anything I need to keep secret, so I'm happy to answer any questions you have. Even though I'm a crypter, even though I'm your enemy. Yes, I remember that. Despite everything that's happened, you were still both members of Team A. It hasn't changed just because you're a crypter now, too. I see. Well, thank you. Pepe. I'm sure Kadak, Ophelia, and Akuto are frustrated by how things turned out, but I doubt they have any regrets. So they all fought bravely, huh? And here I am just pathetically doing whatever I can to survive. I don't think that's anything you need to feel bad about. Hey, I'm still on the crypto's side. I can't help but be frustrated too. No matter how hard it is to survive, I still find myself thinking there might have been a better way to end things. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring down the mood. If things don't go your way even after you've struggled as much as you can, your only choice is to give up and move on. I just had to come to terms with that again. That's just my lot in life, I'm afraid. Nothing I do ever quite seems to work out. Really? But you've always seemed to me like you excel at everything you do. That's only because I stick to things I know I can do. No, I'm talking about fate and destiny. But hey, that can be extremely motivating in its own right. And it's not like I've given up on everything, you know. Alright, I think it's time I go to bed. A complexion this perfect requires plenty of sleep. Besides, how could I look Ophelia in the eye if I neglected my own skincare after I kept admonishing her? Thank you for telling me what happened with the other crypters, Moshi. Good night. Of course. Good night, Pepe. Pepe. I feel like you were the glue of the group. There's always that one individual that was always the glue of the group. With the oddballs of the group. Haddock, Zemp, Lupus. Not just Sam, but Beryl, especially Beryl. Alright then, on to Section 8. Sight beyond sight, let's get a good look. What are we facing? According to this, ooh. Oh, I see, so we just... I think we just have to defeat them. Which is, okay. Section 8, Lostwell, the Queen of the Walled Village. Interesting, okay. Not that thing moving again. Damn Sacred Beast! Of all the luck! Running into a huge pack of them like this! It seems luck was not on our side today. I was hoping we could pass them without incident, but oh well. I'm so sorry. Oh wait, okay. I was so close to them, but that I ended up drawing my bow in fear. Don't worry about it. The blame is partially mine, forgetting how it feels to hold a weapon for the first time. I'll need to reevaluate both the technical and mental aspects of our training program. At any rate, the rest of you hurry back to the village. I'll hold them off here. But what? No buts. We can't risk leading them towards the village. Besides, the more commotion we make, the more likely we are to be captured by the Lokapala, we've been hearing rumors about. The Lokapala are said to serve God directly, and have incredible power in their own right. The moment they find us, it's over. We can't let that happen. I can manage on my own if it came to that, but if you or the village caught their eye, it would be disastrous. So I want you all to head back to Deval ahead of me, And don't forget the supplies we collected. But you can't possibly handle them all on your own. Don't worry, my plan isn't to defeat them all. I'll just be buying us time. I'm well accustomed to trials of endurance. Besides, I already told you. I am not human, I am something else. Something with the power of 1,000 ordinary people. A shadow of humanity who manifested in this land by the grace of the rightful gods. I know this is the first time we've had to stay behind, but man, it sucks not being able to actually drive around in our vehicle. What's the point of even having it then?
Don't be ridiculous. If the enemy were to find and destroy the border, the jig would be, well, and truly up. Camouflage function or not, we still need to make sure we stay out of sight at all times. That mad dash we made to pick up the field team during the Kali Yuga was under the most extenuating circumstances. There will be no repeat performance.
Yeah, I was just grumbling. I know you're right on this one, Gordy. Oh, just a moment. You think you can step and hide in the tall grass over there? Yes, I'll set the Ornax to silent mode. Please be as quiet as you can, everyone. It was almost like watching a Sacred Beast parade. Lucky they don't seem to have noticed us. Let's stay here and wait for them to pass. They're certainly very pretty to look at. No wonder the people here call them agents of God. They really are just like any other animal without any Kali around, huh? I wonder what they eat. Maybe we could use food to tame them. Peppuccino. They're gone. Good. Then let's keep going. It shouldn't be much farther to our destination village. Woohoo! I see something. That must be it over there. Thank goodness we didn't run into any trouble on the way. I like the wall they put up here. Gives the place a real freedom fighter vibe. Mayor Bishu did say they go around fighting Kali here. If anything, I would be surprised if the village wasn't fortified like this. Come on, hurry! It's us! Open the cake, quick! Those people seem to be in an awfully big hurry to get inside. I wonder what that was all about. Looks like we were far enough away from them that they didn't notice us. But did you see? They may have only been... Wait, what? They may have only been modified farm implements, but they were still carrying weapons. They really do seem to be different from the people of Bishu. We may well be able to learn something new here. I think you're right. Let's go see. They're not opening the gate for us. And they're not answering when we knock either. Hey, open the gate for us. I'll have you know most nations would be thrilled to have me pay them a visit. Let me see if I can hear anything from inside. What was that? Is someone here? Oh no, this is it. They found us. We're done for. What do we do? What are we gonna do? How should I know? There's no way we can fight them off on our own. We'll just have to keep the gate closed until she gets back. I'm not sure why, but they sound very agitated.
Oh, I got a bad feeling about this, and my bad feelings about this sort of thing have a way of always being right.
At least we know there's people inside. And since we're servants, we could probably just jump over the wall if we have to. Of course, just because we can doesn't mean we... You there! What are you doing here? Oh? A servant beacon. Well, it seems luck is with you today, Master. Of course, we aren't sure whether this is good or bad luck. Wherever this servant is, they're headed your way at top speed. Be on your guard. They just jumped clean over us and landed on top of the gate. It's a servant we never met before. Well, that's too bad. It would have made things a lot simpler if you already knew each other. I hate getting chewed out by strangers. It's like 100 times worse when it's someone you know. What I'm trying to say is this leader looks really pissed off at us. So maybe do something about that? Like what? That divine aura. Curses. Despite my best efforts, it looks like you finally found us. You must be the ones who serve the false god, the Lokapala. Huh? I think you got the wrong idea. Whoa, slow down. Us, the Lokapala? You must be joking. Don't lie to me. It can't be a coincidence that you've shown up now. Besides, I heard you plan to invade our village by jumping over these walls. I have no idea what you're talking about, but I'm sure it's just a misunderstanding. I only mentioned jumping the wall to rule it out as a bad idea. So you continue to lie to me? Very well, if you have finally learned of my existence, and the existence of this village that seeks to end the false god cycle, then so be it. I will run and hide no longer. If the time has come to fight, then I shall rise to the challenge. Prepare yourselves, Lokapala. You will not be taking anything from me this day. Even if I must face a god this time, I will make sure to defend my home to the very end. And just like that, we got thrust into a battle. It sucks though because again, I think they're a saber. Last time I checked, I have nothing that could win against a saber. Well, in the regular team, actually no, hold on. We could do the regular Morgan. What is it, team? For that though, I mean, I could borrow the Morgan. Yeah, I could borrow the Morgan. Why the heck not? Right here. I mean, I would love to use Ibuki, but again, sadly, this team is not equipped to support an arch team. Yeah, if this account managed to get their hands on, what is it? Lady Avalon, then I would have been equipping them with that. But unfortunately, we're, gotta go with the other one. Nothing against Morgan, of course. Morgan's cool too. Okay, but let's see. If we're going with this team, we gotta go with... Is it this team? No, was it this team? I think it might have been this one. It's just that I need to modify it. Yeah, I think it was this team. We just need to modify it here. Melusine, you gotta go in the back. Actually, you might need to go right here. Actually, just in case, I'll have you swapped out with... Do we have any good archers? Wait, this account has... Wait, I forgot this account has Scortoria. Hey, we're not completing the dumps yet. Hold it. If we can go this route, then we can go, what is it? Well, that's assuming we... It's gonna be risky, but you could probably pull it off. Let me acquire someone's Castoria. Leo, you know what? Yes, right off the get-go, right there. Leo, we'll implement yours. The question remains, okay, you know what? That's a decent Castoria Artoria. I think... Let me see, is it the... Oh wait, I skipped the skills. It's the healing skill, yeah, that doesn't need to be at max. It'd be nice, but it doesn't need to be at max. We just have to hit him hard, hit him fast, huh? Should I go with this? You know what, we'll keep it like this, yeah. You know, I would want to put in Merlin there, but we're gonna risk it. Probably should have tried to raise at least the append skill for Squirtoria, but we can make do. Hopefully, maybe. Yeah, I want to finish this before the Naguda event because I think we need to have this lost spell complete at least.
私の力が必要ならば全力で応答します。
Okay, nice. She gave defense. We can work with that. We'll start off with one of the Artorias. do I add the extra layer right now? Well, you know what? Let's see. Can we stun them for that map? No additives here. Nice. We'll have our barrier right from the get-go too. So the question is, will she do enough damage? Close. Next turn she should fall. And she recharged. Perfect. If we really need it. Just in case. Just in case. I doubt we need it, but just in case. It's good to have Squirtoria. Even at MP1, she's awesome. Wait, what? Oh, right, that's right, because we had to let her finish breaking. Now we're just going extra here. Wait, do we have to actually kill her? Looks like we have to. Very well then. Wasn't hoping it would come down to this, but looks like it will. In which case... Which means after this turn, one of those will run out for sure. And we still have the 30% attack. Actually no, both the 30% attack and the arch buff will run out for one. Very well done. Oh, she's as good as done. I would love to activate that, unfortunately. I mean, she still got an arch buff, so let's go with... Probably should've just done a full Castoria, but it's okay. I mean, full Squirtoria. Blah. No, but hey, you know what? We still made it through. Oh, by the way, oh yeah, that's right, we just hit reset right now. Hopefully it doesn't screw us over, but it probably will. Collect your last bit of rewards, people. Sorry about that. Hiccups on my end. I'll take that. I'll take that. You know what? Let's collect all our goodies right now. Okay, so I'm thinking for this. Oh yeah, that's right. I already went it over. Like, no. Like for like, wait. Actually, no. That was the other account. Yeah, with the other account, I went with the Mystic's Final Fluids because they're gonna need that for Koyanskaya. Their newly acquired Koyanskaya. This side over here. What are we lacking? I mean, take the Mystic Spinal Fluids. You know what? Let's just fill up the quota. At least for the time being. Yeah. I really need to look into things more deeply to see where we go from here. Section 8-2. Oh. And it's back to business as usual. Anyone's Tamamo at this point. And don't mind if I do. Yeah, I'm looking at it closely, yes. Okay, we should be good. Jump back over. You know what? Before I forget, I want to leave Melusine over there because that's Melusine's spot. That's her spot. Well, technically it wasn't her spot, I know, but I just want to leave her on there in case of an emergency. I'm not gonna go through with her, of course. What the? Okay, there we go. The go-to team. Still raising Skasa Haskari. It sucks though, because unfortunately, like again, we're lacking in her skill department because of the gems. I forget which ones it was. I think it's all of them pretty much across the board. So yeah. Unfortunately, again, we can only raise our bond for right now, but at least better that than nothing. Wah. Oh. Yes, I'm aware. I'm well aware indeed. The Foxwoman is up to something, isn't she? But you can talk to her? Then if I may, allow me to tell you something. Something of great importance. Oh, no. Of course I would leave the decision of what to do with this information entirely in your capable hands. All I would humbly ask of you is your attention. That said, I must stress that depending on how things turn out, matters could grow very serious indeed. Why, what if my colleague, one of the foreign god's disciples, ostensibly sent here to help you? Or to become the very sort of thing you cast out of your world? Frickin' Domin. Please listen to us. The Lokapala are our enemy as well. We only came here in the hope of finding allies who could help us fight against them. Talk is cheap. I lost track of how many times someone claimed to be my friend betrayed me. Hey look, she's back, and she's fighting to protect us! We're saved! Then those are Lokapala! Damn it, they finally found our village! Please, my lady, help us! The Lokapala showed up right after we got to the village. We've been barring the gate and holding out until your arrival. You arrived. There, you see? I knew you couldn't be trusted.
What did I tell you? Misunderstandings only invite further misunderstandings. I've seen this sort of thing before, back in the clock tower. No, all my life, really. I would look around one day and realize everyone had forsaken me, even though I didn't do anything wrong. Well, maybe that's not entirely accurate. There was this one time
Sorry, Hunt, but your life story is gonna have to wait okay? The circumstances being what they are, she doesn't seem to truly be trying to kill us, but she's certainly very hard-headed. Her movements are as firm as her beliefs, it seems. Hey Rama, are you feeling this too? I am. It's fate, but she definitely has the air of a divine spirit. Maybe she's a pseudo-servant like you. Good and grieve. I knew India had an expansive pantheon, but that can't be the answer for everything, can it? One does not generally run into a divine spirit at every corner, so to speak. Forget that. How do we get her to listen to us? We'll never get anywhere if we don't clear up this misunderstanding. We've been telling her over and over, but she won't listen. Well, aren't you going to try to scale these walls? You'll need to do better than... What? Well, I need to do better than what we will. Oh, they're grim. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for the chocobo redeem right there. War. Is that... Wait, what happened? What's going on now? It looked like something caught her eye. She seems to be looking at something far away. What's going on? Well, this is certainly less than optimal. I know you're in the midst of battle, but I strongly urge you to take note of your surroundings, particularly what is behind you, immediately. Behind us? What? Sacred beast? Wait, this pack looks kind of familiar. Are those the ones that passed us by earlier? Those were going in a different direction, and I'm pretty sure they didn't notice us at all. Maybe there's something here that lured them this way. I take them a group from the sacred beast we encountered earlier, of all the times for them to show up. No, this is no coincidence. It only makes sense that the Lokapala would have the means to control them. Greetings, Val. Of course I enjoy using sound alerts to mess with people. Wish I could use them. Wish I could use it for me and Animus streams. But you had them set up though, right? You had the sound alerts set up. Or wait. Right? I could have sworn you did. What the heck is this? Oh, never mind. I was looking at something else over here. They must be trying to make their way into our village and cleanse it, especially since one of our elderly died this morning. Oh damn it, I did not mean to skip that dialogue. Begone, foul agents of the false god. You will not be claiming our dead today. My, she does make for quite the striking figure. Doesn't she? She certainly does. She must be the manifestation of a noble heroic spirit, here to guide the people of this place along the right path. Did she just slip? What happened? Did something knock her off the wall? No, it looked to me like she just sort of lost her footing. Now she's wriggling around where she fell. It looks like her feet stuck in some hole in the ground. Curses, I can't believe I fell right into one of the pitfalls we dug to prepare for the next Kali attack. Give me a moment, I'll be out of here in no time. But the enemies are not gonna wait. Looks like they're pissed off about all that dramatic tension evaporating. Though I could just be projecting there. We can't let the sacred beast hurt her while she's incapacitated. Let's take them down and keep her safe, Master. You know it. Get him, guys. Woo! Yeah, I could have sworn you guys had alerts set up. Or wait, you're not able to? Now you got me curious. Cause I know I know for whatever reason you can't set it up through, what is it, like, depending on your browser. Cause it's very picky with the browser, so your best bet is to use it with Edge. And then from there, like, copy the link and put it on through, through your OBS settings. And as long as it appears on all your pages, then of your OBS pages, then it should show up all of them. Yeah, that's good. Excellent.
神戸を垂れよ。恐怖は希望もなき人通るにあたわず。
My.
メニューいい判断です。
We wouldn't even need the star. Well, you know what? For good measure, why not?
そう、いいでしょう。私の足元で許しを請います。落ちよ。
Ah.
オードレス・キャメロット。
Ooh! Good thing we had that there.
やっと血がたぎってきたのに終わりだなんて。いつの世も反乱分子は物足りません。
I just went ahead and saw the next. Ooh, nice. I like that. I like that. I like that the next. Well, it also depends too how much dialogue there is. All hostiles in our vicinity eliminated. Well done, everyone. Well, now do you understand we aren't your enemy? Yes, I do. I'm not foolish. I'm not so foolish as to insist otherwise at this point. I see now that I was greatly mistaken. No one would fight against the sacred beast. No one who would fight against the sacred beast could possibly be allies of the false god. I am truly, sincerely sorry. And I thank you for your assistance. Please, tell me why you have come here. No, on second thought, it's only right that I tell you about myself first. Yes, you have a point. Alright then, let me first ask you this. Are you a divine spirit? Yes and no. I am a servant, but right now, a goddess resides within my body, sharing her power with me. When I was first summoned to this land, she was already there inside me. There have been plenty of cases where a divine spirit would inhabit a person from the past to become a servant. And since heroic spirit servants are technically people from the past, I guess it makes sense that a divine spirit couldn't have one of them too. Though I definitely haven't heard of many cases where it all happened quite like this. I expect it's because this god and I happen to share the same name. I believe having words, sounds, and names match is very significant when it comes to magecraft. Then again, I was originally given the name in the hope of receiving her blessing, so perhaps it isn't much coincidence after all. You don't say. Okay, that makes sense. So what is that god's name? Dang, I'm quite the nosy one. Lakshmi. And I am the Rani of Hansi, a land which once existed in India, was named for her. My name is Lakshmi Bai. Lakshmi Bai. That name always, sounds familiar to me when it comes to SMT stuff related. Powerful, magic, persona-like user. I said persona, but it's technically persona in both SMT demon. Lakshmi Bai, the go-to healer towards the end. Oh, there was still one more? Well, I mean, aren't they all the same? Yes. Let's wrap this up. Sorry about that. Hiccups. Oh. Lakshmi Bai? I would like to think that anyone would be a bit embarrassed to recount the history of their own life, no matter how proud of that life that you may be. So that's why Holmes has been so unusually quiet. Alright then, I guess so. Lakshmi Bai is a hero from the 19th century India, known for her role in the Indian Rebellion. Oh, thanks for jumping in, Captain. Why don't you take it from here? Despite being born to royalty, she took up a sword and led a small rebel army in order to protect her nation of Hansi. She was known far and wide for her leadership and charisma. At the time, revolts were breaking out all across India, under all manner of different circumstances. When one small state tried to revolt, the neighboring nations would often end up siding with the British, isolating the rebels and cutting them off from working with like-minded people in other regions. But the Hansi rebels managed to hold out till the very end, and it was all thanks to their exceptional leader, Lakshmi Bai. I wouldn't call myself exceptional. I was just flailing around trying to hold everything together as best as I could. Between Kunwar, Singh, Tatya, Tope, and many others I could name, there was no end of leaders more talented than me. All that aside, you sound like you know a lot about our struggle. Are you Indian yourself? I am nobody, just another nameless. Doesn't matter where I'm from. I'm done now. Over and out. Nemo. Well, we're at it. We should probably also go over Divine Spirit Lakshmi. Though I'm sure Ganesh and Rama know a lot more about her than I do. In Indian mythology, Lakshmi is known as the goddess of fortune, prosperity, beauty, and the consort of Vishnu, right? That's right. Then, could it be? I am the avatar of Vishnu, and Sita, an avatar of Lakshmi. Sita, are you in there? I'm sure if you are, I'll be able to feel your presence. I'm guessing this is clear to all of you as well, given that her grip on my skull is strong enough, the bones are starting to crack. But unfortunately, I sense no trace of Sita inside her. Who is this man advancing on a woman he's never met before, as if to propose to her? Do you mind if I break him? I understand how you feel, but please go easy on him. Rama has his own complicated history. I see. I suppose I can't blame him for misunderstanding. I should have been more precise. The goddess Lakshmi exists within me more as a power source than anything else. I can barely sense her consciousness at all. It's almost as though her heart has been implanted in me to provide me with energy. I doubt my output can measure up to that of an unadulterated divine spirit. So I'm afraid I'm not a manifestation of the goddess Lakshmi so much as my core is that of a human, rounding Lakshmi by, with small elements of the goddess. Poor Rama. Then, Sita really doesn't exist inside you, as I suspected. Right. Of course she doesn't. Now that I think about it, if she had, I would have sensed her well before you introduced yourself. But I was not even able to tell that. I was not even to tell that the deity within you was Lakshmi. You must have only her divine power, nothing else, nothing of her consciousness. Ganesha didn't realize who you were either. Of course, that might be because he was never very close to you, seeing as how you were just as up there in the pantheon as his mom, Parvati. Ganesha? Yes, now that you mention it, I do sense a divine presence inside you. One I would never in a million years have guessed by looking at you. Yeah, I know, but it's true, believe me. Wait, what? I spent pretty much this entire time wishing all this were just some weird joke. And I'm Rama, the king of Kosala. Surely you heard of me, as well as my beloved Sita. Oh, of course! There's not a soul in India who doesn't know your name. Forgive me, I thought you were just an unusually youthful young man who hadn't learned yet how to behave around women. Oh, poor Rama. Maybe now's a good time to share our side? Good point. We have a bunch of things we need to tell you about. Who we are, how we got here, what we're trying to do. It's a long story, but I hope you'll bear with us. I think that about sums it up.
Hold it. What about me? I thought you were saving the most important figure in our group for the end, so as to make a lasting impression.
Da Vinci. Yes, this is God of Music, who I absolutely positively didn't forget to introduce. Nope. As you can probably tell from his sheer girth, his dignified stature, he's our commander-in-chief.
Indeed I am. A stout build is the mark of an elite. After all, as a commanding officer here, I expect you to treat me with all due respect.
I have one question for you. Are you British?
No, I'm not.
What about you? Me? That would be telling, hon. You've got to get to know me better first. I suppose I can at least tell you that no, I am not British either. Though I did spend a good bit of time at the clock tower. Oh boy, well there's one last person in our group I should introduce you to. Sorry Holmes, the jig is up. You can't keep hiding forever. I assure you, I was doing no such thing. I was only waiting for a more opportune moment once things had settled down. Good day, Miss Lakshmi Bai. Sherlock Holmes, detective at your service. Are you British? Yes, I am. Oh. The rebellion was, well, it was a war for India's independence against its colonizers, the British. And since Lakshmi Bai lost her life in that conflict, I imagine she has some strong feelings about it. Though I do get the impression there's someone else here with some connection to that. Nemo? Oh, well, I guess it's not my place to say anything here. I was only a few years old when that war broke out, so while I can't personally apologize for my country's actions... No, it's alright. I'm sorry. That was rude of me. There is little sense in asking that. It's just an old habit, one I can't seem to shake. You have nothing to apologize for. It's not for me to say whether you should or shouldn't feel that way. Nor is it for me to say whether you should hold on to those feelings, or try to forget them. All I can say for sure is that our country's histories are intertwined. Certainly neither of us can pretend otherwise. If this hadn't come up now, Tara will no doubt notice the air of discomfort between us, and gone on to learn what happened between our countries for herself. If there's any meaning to be found by having people from the past come together like this, besides the role we play as servants, of course, I suspect it lies here. Agreed. I will think of you as no more than a man by the name of Sherlock Holmes. Besides, under these circumstances, the more allies we have, the better. Then, does that mean you consider us allies? It was difficult to convince the people of Duval of the wrongness of the situation, but once I did, they agreed to work together to forge their own destiny. Their village here is now the base for all such like-minded people. As your warriors fighting against God, just like us, it would be honored if you fought at our side. It's a deal. Woo! I guess the counter-force must have summoned you two. Have you been here long? Yes, I'd say it's been at least 10 days since I've arrived. Then you must have been caught up in the world's recreation a number of times. How did you survive? God or not, remaking this entire Lost World is a major undertaking. Arjuna wouldn't change how he goes about it just because a servant's been added to the mix. So long as he doesn't think of you as unnecessary or defective, I expect he'd just bring you back along with all the other people. Ugh, it just galls me thinking how our very survival in this Lost Belt is completely dependent on his absurdly arbitrary standards. It's natural for gods to be somewhat self-centered, given their immense power, but Arjuna definitely takes it too far. Oh, speaking of which, you should know he's already got his eye on us. So if you join us, you're sure to be wind up with the whole evil label, and you won't be able to survive the world being remade anymore. That's fine. It could only have been a matter of time before he took notice of me anyway. Besides, you have a way to evade the destruction, yes? So if it comes to that, I'll be counting on your help. You mean the border? Yes, of course you'd be welcome to join us in there, wouldn't she?
The border's the last bastion of hope for all humanity. We can't just go letting any old servant meet on it. Under ordinary circumstances, anyway. But in this case, I suppose we do have a fair handle on her true name and background. And it would be a shame to lose a valuable ally so soon after finding one. Very well. I'll authorize your entry into the border in case of emergency.
You have my gratitude.
Of course, ideally. I hope to be quite finished with this place long before he even uses that preposterous noble phantasm of his again.
You said it, honey. Fortunately, he only ever does that at the end of the Kali Yuga. So would we just peachy, we could just put a stop to all this before then. So now that we got a new ally and all, what's our next step? Good question. I already got something in mind for that. There are risks involved, naturally, but the reward should be significant. Now that we're in the middle of the first relatively peaceful Yuga, especially now that we have more allies, this would seem like the perfect time to investigate one thing in particular. What's that? Remember that thing we've been wondering about ever since we came to this Lost Belt? It's the biggest and most mysterious thing here so far, and it's got to contain some useful information. Now we want you guys to finally go and investigate it. God's Sky Boulder. The Sky Boulder.
Boulder Dash.
Oh, and it looks like we're headed for God's Sky Boulder. And at the rate we're going, we're not consuming a lot of AP, so I gotta keep that in mind too. Let me double check. Oh, it's just the one battle. Sorry about that, excuse me. Use pen support already. Zanky, don't mind if I do. Oh wow, it's been a few hours. Let's go. Section 9. God's Sky Boulder. Okay, interesting. Well then. So you don't know what God's Sky Boulder is either then, Lakshmi? No, I don't. It was there when I was first summoned here, and it hasn't changed at all in the time since. At least I don't think it has. I haven't been watching it this whole time, so I can't say for certain. Well, I have been watching it this whole time, so I can. It definitely never changed. Since we haven't actually asked, you don't know what it is either, correct? That's right. I just noticed there was a big, weird cube on this lost belt, and didn't think anything more of it. I mean, sure, I considered investigating it, getting rid of it, in case it turned out to be something dangerous, since it's so bizarre and all. But I hadn't the slightest idea how to go about it, so I decided just to keep an eye on one thing. Not to mention David told me I was better off leaving it alone. Don't dismiss something before you've seen its true nature and... Huh? True, if I did, I'd be no better than Arjuna. It was the same with me. I didn't know what it was, so I couldn't do anything about it. I could see the giant tree and the cube no matter where I went, but I had more pressing matters to attend to. Rather than bother with something I knew nothing about, I figured my time would be better spent helping the people here who had been led astray by this unjust god. That is very admirable of you. But are you sure it's okay to leave the village unattended? They should be fine during the early yugas, especially while there are barely any Kali around. They have weapons now, even they were hastily assembled, and I taught them how to fight as best as I can. They should be able to handle themselves in a pinch. The only thing I'm worried about is right now are the sacred... There! It's another pack of sacred beasts. Master, let's hide and wait for them to pass again. It's not just sacred beasts, there's something else there next to the road. Wait, is that a person? I'm not picking up any vital signs. I'm afraid it's a dead body. Perhaps they died of disease or in an accident. Why are you going over to it? Damn. Wait, what did it say? We're too late. The body's disappearing! So you didn't know then? That's one of this world's mistakes. And sacred beasts purify the bodies of anyone who happened to die unexpectedly. My guess is the false god thinks dead bodies don't belong out in the world and wants them gone as soon as possible. I see. So this world were a single entity. The sacred beasts are the white blood cells of its immune system. So we can assume this world's god would be the head. The sacred beasts must be its macrophages, created to detect, isolate, and remove any foreign elements. So then, does that mean the Kali that it fighters like a virus? Most intriguing. Whatever the case, people are people. When they die, they shouldn't just be cleaned up like trash. Your karma should determine what they become in their next life. At least that's what my people believe. That's what a true samsara cycle is meant to be. We cremate dead bodies to free their souls and ensure they go on to their next lives without issue. But here, as long as the sacred beasts are around, nobody will be able to hold a proper cremation. If this world has no respect for the journey of the dead, and no hope for those who are left behind, then it's nothing but a world of death. So that's why you were concerned about the sacred beast showing up in Duval. Because one of your elderly had passed away. Right, he was an old man whose time had come. There's nothing anyone could do about that. But I didn't want the false god stealing outright to give him a proper farewell. Really helped us out there. Now they're just gonna go. You're finally leaving. If nobody spotted you, I would urge you to hold back for now. You're almost a god's sky boulder. I would very much prefer to avoid making a commotion wherever possible. I know. I would have stopped in my head, found the body first, but as things stand now, my only choice is to let them go. We should be okay for now. I'm certain the Sacred Beast can't detect us from this far away. Good. I'm glad I didn't have to sneeze while we were hiding. Let's go. I knew she was cool and collected, but I didn't know she also had such a charming sense of humor. Mosh. I mean... My, seeing it this up close really makes you realize just how big it actually is, doesn't it? Oh, I've got an idea. Why don't we take a little group photo to commemorate the occasion? Look behind you! Behind you! Was that a joke, or were we just trying to avoid facing the reality of our situation? Either way, it wasn't funny. If you want to pick, go ahead and take all the selfies you want. Just don't come running to me. The whole thing turns into a jump scare. Oh, you guys are no fun. I was trying to lighten the mood a little. So, those numbers you're seeing are accurate, right? Our sensors aren't on the fritz or anything, right? That's right, we made it to the area near the cube without problem, but... Where did all these Kali come from? I thought that we were only supposed to be... We're barely supposed to be any during the Kurta Yuga. I think it's the place, not the time. They're showing up as though they've just all been here all along, rather than coming from somewhere else. Need that as they made the sheer number of them is almost absurd. There are as many here as there were during the Kali Yuga, maybe even more. Hey, I've got an idea. Why don't we just run away? Seriously. You have a point. We can't investigate the cube with all those Kali around. Annoying since we just got here. When they surround us, we'll have nowhere to go. True, can only take so many risks when it comes to safety. There's certainly nothing to be gained by attempting to complete an impossible goal. Guess we don't have any other choice. Understood, we'll break through the column behind us and make a run for it. Awaiting your orders, Master. Sorry, a little distracted there. Anyways, continuing on. Hold on. Sorry, I'll get on it right now. Hold on a second, hold on. Oh, dang. Not me admiring out left and right wherever I go. Anyways, I'll continue on. Oh, dang, I just realized we got hit with, with the damn ads. Sorry, get back on track. You just have to go through 8 enemies.
それは絶えず見た滅びの世、最果てにありながらトリバースを私ロードレスキャメロット。
Give me a second, 1 second. Sorry, 1 moment.
We might as well use it right now. What am I holding on to?
皆様火薬のリノベーション始めます。
Yes,
目に目を
yes,
背くいい
yes.
判断です。
Yeah.
そういいでしょう。私の足元で許しを乞いなさい。落ちよロードレスキャメロット。
Alright, down to the last one, huh? Mwah.
目を背けないでよく言いました。そういいでしょう。私の足元で許しを乞いなさい。落ちよロードレスキャメロット。 生きている者がいれば私の社に愛玩の檻にてたっぷり分からせますので。
Tempted to release Oberon from his restraints. Okay, I think that's enough distance between us and them. I never imagined it would be that many Kali gathered there. I expected it might be dangerous, but with numbers like that, adding one more to our ranks still won't be enough to fend them off. You don't have to rub it in. I wish my noble phantasm were capable of blasting them all away at once, too. My apologies. I assure you I was not speaking sarcastically. I was merely reflecting on my failure to foresee a situation like this. I see. That's all. No, I'm sorry I was being oversensitive. While we're on the subject, this seems a good chance to tell you this. Naturally, I will do everything in my power to accomplish our mutual goal. I have no intention of holding back. But I should have warned you, for your own safety, you shouldn't expect me to come through when it really counts. I have never truly been able to accomplish the things I most wish to do. It is just my lot in life. That's a strange opinion to have of oneself. Perhaps her failure to defend her country in life had a traumatic effect on her. Be that as it may, there is no doubt whatsoever that you are far more useful in combat than a detective in a remote location. So I hope you will continue to lend Miss Terrell your aid. Of course I will. I would be pleased if you trusted me on that much. At any rate, there really were a ridiculous number of Kali there. Lends the impression that it may be even more important to this lost belt than we thought. Indeed, it was as though those Kali were there solely to guard the sky boulder. The fact that we could no longer see them after putting just a little distance between us and the sky boulder would only seem to confirm that. I wonder what this could mean. For that matter, we still don't know what those Kali demons actually are. I'm guessing Holmes is probably right in that they're like a virus infecting this world, in opposition of the sacred beast. But still, we have not the slightest idea what they are, where they come from, or where they go. I don't know either, but I can say they're not any ordinary kind of creature. Given that they stick around even after the world is remade, maybe Arjuna uses it as a means to determine who is worth preserving. Or maybe they just remain here out of necessity. If it's the latter, that would mean they're a crucial part of the stage that Arjuna uses to run this world. So we defeat him, maybe they'll all just go poof? Guess this just means we just gotta figure out what to do about Arjuna. At least we know that God's Skyboulder is protected by a vast number of Kali and can't be approached lightly. It may not be much, but it is more than we knew before. In the meantime, I suggest we return to Deval and plot our next course of action. Well, I'll be darned. Alright, then let's see what are we going up against next. Oh, joy. Let's see. Let me take a little peek. Oh. Okay, I mean, this is manageable. Somewhat. I had to go guns a-blazing here. Section 10. God's Commander. So in this upcoming next battle here, we're going up against one of the Locapellas. Oh boy. Wait, how did it get there so fast? Anger, fury, rage is all I got. Oh, it's him. Goddamn bastard! Servant memories are weird. Doesn't matter if they're from before your current body's age or after. Everything that ever happened to you while you were alive comes floating into your head all at once. They're simultaneously your own memories and the recollections of a complete stranger. Facts you know to be true and lies no more real than a dream. I think that's why I remember. Why I know what I once did. I remember the end of the war, when I heard that Trish Tadiamu's cowardly plot had succeeded and my father had been killed. I remember when I heard that Bhima had cheated to inflict a fatal wound on Duryodhana, the oldest of the 100 Kaurava princes. Everything inside me vowed that then I would make them pay. Oh, rage. I swore I would exact revenge on them by any means necessary. So I chose to sneak in under the cover of night and murder all my enemies in their sleep. Do you think that cowardly, criminal, an affront to all that is good and just? I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Well, so angry I didn't care about anything else. I think that's when I threw everything away, and me besides fury. I left my fury swallowing me whole until I was nothing more than a beast, a vessel of pure rage. To put it another way, that was the moment when Asbahan became no more than an anger incarnate. So of course the peaceful scenery of the Kurta Yuga only infuriates him. The sweet scent of pollen, sun's gentle rays, the birds' happy chirping. His only response to all of this is to grow ever more enraged. Everything he sees and doesn't see makes him angry, but the things that anger him most are those he sees both constantly and never. He is always angry. Always. Well, damn. I'm sorry you're like that, bro. And there we go. That takes care of the loss. Wait, what? Of the what? Of the lost out of season collie. Because you can't even go through the Kritayuga without running into at least one. You know, there was always some dumb beast up in the mountains who would forget to hibernate for the winter too. I'd always hunt them whenever it happened to see one. There's no telling what sort of trouble a dumb beast could get up to. Clearing away otherwise unfair and impossible obstacles is just part of my job. Part of the job. Damn it. Thank you for saving me, God. It showed up suddenly and I haven't been praying since it's still Kritayuga. Don't worry about it. And I'm not a god, just a hired hand. Oh, sorry, you don't have to... Well, sorry, you don't have to worry about that either. Anyway, you did great holding it together. I'm proud of you. Damn it, hold on a second. Blech. Okay, continuing on. Oh man, I can't believe a god is patting my head. The poor kid. Are you a god too? Admonishment. You are late for the meeting. I had no choice but to come get you. Oops, is it that time already? Sorry about that. We'll see you later, son. Bye. Thank you again. Do you like kids? Who can say? Hey, sorry I'm late. I cannot believe you made me carry you with my windfire wheels. Well, I had a great time. Thanks for the thrill ride. Of course, a lot of those thrills were more chills at the idea of showing up here late. I'm just a regular guy, not nearly important enough to keep a mythological hero waiting, let alone a god. Advice. There's no point saying what you do not mean. Besides, you're something of a mythological hero yourself now. Anyway, I hate to steal the spotlight after showing up late to the party, but I got something to discuss. I was hoping Aswahama could help with this, but I guess he's not here. Answer. I cannot predict his actions. Our master allows him to act freely. Thus, I have no intention of picking him up. Guess I'll just have to talk to you guys about this then. If it's alright with you. Anyway, I just noticed a little while ago that there's a fewer sacred beasts in my area than there's supposed to be. Query, do you think it's them? It is them? Probably. I'm guessing they have a way of surviving the big guy's noble phantasm. Don't you find it interesting, seeing how you overcame death yourself? What? Don't be ridiculous. That's just reconstruction. It has nothing to do with the concept of death. I couldn't care less about it. So no, I don't find it interesting. Besides, I'm sure that guy there already knew. He just didn't say anything. Well, yes, that's true. It is almost certain the case that they managed to escape to a safe zone. But regardless, the fact remains that interlopers who would interfere with God's sandbox, I mean, his beautiful reign, have survived. That strikes me as a grave problem. A very grave problem indeed. No? There, as you can see, he agrees with me quite vehemently. Indeed, as Lokapala, who he personally embedded with divinities. Surely you understand that means that much without the likes of me spelling it out. No? Now then, what do you plan to do about this? Well, I've just been planning to point Asvahatman in that direction and let him go nuts. If he's not here, he must be off on another job. Yes, that he is. I believe he's dealing with a little unfinished business on our end. Guess that means we'll just have to take care of this ourselves. Proposal. I will go. Not only do I have the time to address the issue, but I'd also let them escape once. I will finish this.
Want some help?
No need.
Great. Less work for me.
Just to be perfectly clear, I'm not going either. I got plenty keeping me busy. Response: I never expected you to come. Departing now, with fire wheels.
What a go-getter she is. How wonderful. What a pleasure to see such a world-class mobility in person. I'm sure you won't let us down, Kubera, region of the north.
I finally have another chance. I've changed since then. Resolution: I will not let them get away this time.
Oh, jeez. Sorry I got away. Damn, so we can't even get close to God's Sky Boulder. Here I thought this would be our big breakthrough. I was hoping we could find a way to take Arjuna down there. So much for that.
I knew it. I knew this wasn't gonna work out. Never fails. On the rare occasion I ever try to actually put a little effort into something.
Oh, don't blame yourself. It's not your fault.
I just ended up getting reminded of what a failure I am. That's pretty much me in a nutshell. Waste of space. It's not your fault it didn't go work out, Ganesha. None of us expected there to be that many Kali there.
Exactly. Moping won't do you any good, hun. Let's try to stay positive, okay?
I agree. Let's just agree with Pepe, because he's right.
Woohoo!
For my part, I was essentially fighting this battle alone, until all you came along. Now there's a chance, even if it's just a small one, for us to go on the offensive. I think that's progress itself.
You're right.
Why don't we rest up for a while? Maybe that will help a good idea come to us.
Lady Lakshmi, welcome back.
Thanks for standing guard. Anything to know? No, everything has been the same as usual here. I see you're all armed here, unlike Ajay and the other people in Bishu. I guess those rumors about you fighting the Kali off instead of just praying were true.
You must be Lady Lakshmi's companions.
Yes, that's right. I'm afraid Lady Lakshmi had to explain it to us many times before we understood. But eventually, we realized that there's something strange about this world, that we don't like it here. This has been the way things are for as long as you've known. I'm sure it wasn't easy to see them differently. I think I once had someone I loved more than anything, but I can't even remember their name or their face. Whoever must have been killed by a Kali Yuga in the past Yuga, anyone who Arjuna considers defective, unnecessary, or evil disappears when the new Yuga begins, as if they never even existed. But it makes sense that it would be exceptionally complex to adjust every single parameter in the world that pertain to the people who disappear. I guess not even Arjuna can completely erase their remnants, the holes they leave behind in the hearts of the people who care for them. Some of us realized they lost someone when they saw the gifts their loved one gave them in their homes. At first, it only felt like something is vaguely off, but in time you start to remember them more clearly, especially if they left behind any letters, which some did. Oh my, that's surprisingly careless of him, leaving behind so many physical records like that. Although, maybe Coin of Sky is the one behind sadistically cruel touches like that. I certainly wouldn't put it past her. And only being able to half remember someone you cared about sounds rough. That's it. That is way worse than Asha just forgetting about her dog. Yes, it's painful not being able to remember someone who once meant so much to you. Unbearably so. That's why I decided to fight back. I think everyone else in our village more or less feels the same. Lady Lakshmi is the one who taught us how to fight. Any friends of hers are friends of ours. Please come inside. We don't have much, but you're welcome to. I appreciate the kind offer, but it's better if we stay out of your village for now. Indeed. Oh, don't misunderstand. We're very happy to accept your invitation. But we can't very well bring along another guest who was definitely not invited. Update. Target spotted. Neza! Warning. Do not call me that again. You may know another Neza, but I am not her. Yeah, she's right. This isn't the Neza you know, or the one we came here with. She's still Crown Prince Neza, Marshal of the Central Altar, but this one serves Arjuna as one of the Lokapala. So this is one of the false god's servants. The rumors I've heard say they like to brag about how she shared his divine power with them. Affirmation. Yes, he has given each of us one of his many divinities. If he is a false god, then so are we. Conclusion. That is all I need to know. If you would refuse to obey his laws, then I cannot stand idly by. Assertion. Divine punishment is required here. Guess we can't talk this out then.
Alright, Peppercino, this is your time to shine. You said she ran off to pursue you back at the mountain where we found Ganesha, yes? Then your job is to draw her attention away from us once more.
I'm pretty sure that's not gonna work now. Last time she didn't see you guys as a threat. I don't think that's the case anymore. Affirmation. That man is no longer my sole target. You are now all equally high priority targets. I will not let any one of you escape. See? But why? Even if you are a different aspect of her that was summoned or embodied with a divinity, you're still Neza, aren't you? And the Neza we always knew had a strong sense of justice. In this world, the only measure of something's value is whether God deems it worthy or not. He's the sole arbiter of what should and should not be. I think that's inherently unjust. It disparages the value in feelings, memories, life, and death alike. So then, how can you... Oh my, that was certainly heartfelt. She really has learned how to express her anger. You are a product of mankind's arrogance and rationalism, so while I'm glad to see such emotion from you, it makes me a little nervous. Your innocence was your greatest source of strength. Once that's gone, what will you have gained instead? Neza, please tell me something. What do you think of this world? Answer unnecessary. Commence an attack. We're not going to go down without a fight. You got it, Master. I can't let you return to your false god now that you know about our village. Prepare to die. You do realize saying stuff like that totally makes you sound evil, right? Anyway, Neza is a figure in the journey to the west, and the investor of the gods, right? I think some people call her Naza? Oh man, I can't believe I'm up against someone who's so famous. Then again, I guess Ganesha's right up there too, huh? Alright, fine. I'll just put in a pico of effort like usual. Pico effort? It's a word I came up with. It means my usual willingness to try, my usual hopelessness, my wish to avoid responsibility. It's basically all sorts of feelings rolled up in one big old mess, okay? Get with it. Well, we're facing a berserker, and it looks like we had to... Let's see, look at the first battle. Her second HP bar is broken, so we have to break 2 HP bars. Well, no, actually, no, we can't do it. We just have to go the Stolly route. In that case, if we're going the Stolly route, we need a berserker. Ow, my teeth! I meant to say my tongue, because I hurt my teeth with my... I see them, but where are they? Oh, there they are. And we go over to this team and make the modifications. And we need Melusine, she'll be there. Is this the correct team? I think so. This is the one for... What is it again? Yeah, Sea Stars. We need the Sea Stars. Arts? I mean... Even if I wanted to leave, we can't. Unfortunately. No. Yeah. You know, I like that Oberon's still there, but he's, you know, last case emergency in case we need to break something. Alright then, fine. Wait, am I gonna wait? Oh shit! I just realized. Fudge. Actually, no. It's wait. What am I dealing with here? 6, huh? Should have seen that through. I gotta be playing careful here. Merlin isn't even maxed out yet. Let's see. We're gonna do this. Ooh, that was not good. We'll start it off with this first. Merlin, get up there quick. Okay, we can work with this. Historia activate. And unfortunately... Oh, damn. And there's still 3 left. I should have waited. Actually, no. No, I should have waited. I wasted that skill right there. I'm hoping no one gets, you know, knocked out right now, but we'll see. It wouldn't hurt to boost Morgan more, but damn it, this sucks. Are you kidding me? Wheel of Destiny! That is some BS level bullshit right there if I'd ever seen it. RNG really does hate, unfortunately. I know exactly what I'm gonna do right there. We're gonna activate the invincibility courtesy of Castoria, but man, does that, you know, really rub me the wrong way. Having to execute that command right there. So be it. Okay, let's go ahead and protect you then. Well, I mean, I would have loved to give that to Merlin, but it is what it is. Come on, Merlin, get your ass up there. Oh. Oh, great, and here we go again. Of all the rotten luck. I'm referring to the fact that Morgan's face card showed up right now. Actually, no, hold on. You can do this. Surprisingly, Castoria has been left alone. Won't do as much damage than we have the guts on. But that was still annoying. Alright then, activating everything now. Honestly though, honestly. Hopefully we have the shields by then. But I mean, we already used the invincibility and the Castoria invincibility, so oof, gotta be careful. Are you kidding? Only that amount of damage? What is the meaning of this? And I think it said something was supposed to happen.
違法の国、時の終わり。なれど剣は彼の手。霊言より勝利を刻め。ラウンドオブアーマロン。
Oh, okay, I realized we don't have to kill her, but still, I would have loved to break in her HP bar.
理論をしよう。
Okay, let's see. Ooh.
早書きですよ、カルウェナ。
夢のように片付
あまり悩ませない。
Apparently that doesn't affect them, huh?
楽しくなるでしょう。
Let's go for the full revamp
いい
here.
判断です。目を覚め。
Let's go for stars, huh?
死になさい。アコール。魔女ですの。
Damn it.
幸運の本気です。理論をしよう。
Oh, thankfully we'll survive that. Thank goodness we're anti-damage. I mean, it still would have been nice to break the HP bar, but we tried. And that's with an MP5 Morgan, no less, too. I wonder if we were supposed to be able to. I would probably need to have gone buffing crazy. Buffing crazy. Heck yeah, why not? For this battle, huh? It's basically the same battle, but I feel like this time around it'll be in our favor. So let's go with the stall team again. And if we're going that route, Matthew, you got it, but again, for more damage optimization. I feel like I should swap out the C, but it is what it is. We'll make it work with that. Maybe we're not in need of the stars. We'll just put a CE here that gives us 50%. Is there a good 50% or 50%? Oh, it's already set to 50%. Oh. Oh, that gives Merlin a sure hit. But no. I mean, at this point, I'd say any of these would be fine. Oh, okay, that's the one. We needed another craft assist to that one. Fine, then we'll just go with this C for right now. Because why the heck not? We can make do with this team. Hold on just a moment. What the fuck? What the heck? Huh, must have missed it. Anyway, sorry for being distracted. Let's continue on.
How can she have so many noble phantasms? What's going on here?
I don't think those are noble phantasms. They're probably Baobei depicted in the vesture of the gods, so I can understand why she has them. But the Neza we know has never exhibited this kind of fighting ability. There's something else going on here. She did say that Arjuna shared one of his divinities with her. I suspect the key lies there. This is no natural divine spirit amalgamation, like we've seen with Sitonai. This is the case of divine elements simply being fused into an existing being. As difficult as it may be to believe, if one of Arjuna's divinities is truly able to coexist with a servant spirit origin, that would indeed explain this remarkable increase in her power and abilities. Assuming he gave her one of the local palace regions tasked with defending different directions, I'd say Kubera is probably at the top of the list of possibilities. Kubera is the god of wealth and treasure, so that would explain why she has such an abundance of power now. I never heard that name before. Not well known in your neck of the woods. Trust me, he's a very important god in India. There are all sorts of stories about him, but they all agree that he was a guardian of the north. He was also known as the Dhanapati, the Lord of Wealth, and as Vice Ravana, son of Vishrava. Kubera, I think he was Ravana's half-brother. As I recall, he battled Ravana, only to lose both the fight and control over the island of Lanka. In that case, he has some good connection to me as well, or rather, Sita. Also, maybe that's why he's such a good match for Ness. Request. Shut up. There's no need to explain. We are here to fight. Still, I will tell you one thing. The divinity of the god of wealth does reside within me. Declaration. Therefore, this can only end in defeat. Oh crap, another OP item? No fair, she's decked out in legendary gear and I'm still in my starting equipment? Gods have immense power far beyond ordinary beings. That's what makes them gods. If this Neza really has been given divinity, it would definitely explain how she's got so absurdly strong. Dang. But it's so sad I can barely stand to watch. I hear you there, Pepe. I truly hear you there. At the rate we're going, we're definitely finishing this and then entering section 10. I don't think we'll finish section 11 as much as I would like to. 12 and 13 is also lengthy. 14 is short. 15 almost shortish. 16 short. 17 picks up. 18 is long again. 19 is definitely long. Oh, so 19 is the last one because 20 is just the wrap up. Alright then. Let me see. Assessing. Does this work? Actually, hold on. Okay, I wanted to do that. I just need Merlin a little bit up there so I don't have to waste. That works. Hey, why the heck not? And I get to shade the shield. Although I don't know. Oh no, I made a mistake. I forgot to switch over. Yeah, we might have trouble this time around now. I messed up. We may or may not make it to the end.
最果ての島罪の都最後の竜は我がの念集え円卓の守護者たちラウンド・オブ・アバロンミノンを使用
Well, I'll be darned. I wonder how long that evade lasts from Pepe. Let me check. 1 turn, 3 left. Oh, so Morgan's like wish covered multiple times. But on the off chance, do I go for damage or not? That's the other thing too. I'd say no. I'd forfeit it this time around. We're stalling, so.
目を背けないで
いいとも。
ここに向か
Again, I don't really want to, but I kind of have to.
そうです。
そこですミノンを使用
I think the shields are gonna last one more turn, so I gotta make things count right here. Let's see. Merlin's gonna be taking priority, yes. Castoria, then
い
Morgan.
い判断です
そうです。
輝き
Nice.
ミノンを使用せいはっミノンを使用
What the heck was that? Yeah, I gotta be careful. Oh, hold the rotten luck. Well, it's fine, I wanna say. They say we're stalling. Oh, stall battles, do I love
あら
them.
れざる妖精の王よ慈悲神戸を垂れよ恐怖は希望もない何人ゴールに当たわず
Wah 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 wah. Alright then, Mr. Merlin.
星の宇宙物々楽園の端から君に聞かせよう。
Yeah, I definitely prefer the Merlin's skill to Lady Avalon's. Well, if you can even call Lady Avalon's skill, it's more like, boosting HP and that's it.
最果ての島罪の都
And it sucks you can't increase the cap beyond.
円卓の守護者たちラウンド・オブ・アバロンミノンを使用
Stop going for
ミ
Morgan!
ノンを使用
Okay, well, I mean, Morgan will be fine for right now, I want to say. Let's see, if we take advantage of this... I say we take advantage of
いい
this.
とも。
Come on, Merlin, I just need some damage.
何？さあ遊ぼう。どう？柄ではないんだけどね。
Oh my god, it lagged there. Are we all stunned? Well, we're pretty effed. I just hope there's no crits here. Defense down. Let me look around. All I really need to do is protect Morgan, essentially. Really, actually, that's the only thing. But Merlin dying would suck too. I just gotta play it by ear here. I don't even know what the next stage is gonna be like, so I shouldn't have acted that rashly. That's on me if things go south here. Okay, looks like we... Let's see. Okay, things aren't that bad. Thankfully, we didn't get stunned this time, but now we know what we've got to do. I mean, I could use the barrier. No. I got lucky this time. I gotta save the barrier just in case. No, it's not like Merlin's not gonna get stunned again. But... Reinforce the damage, of course, from Morgan.
君の導きを信じよう。さあ、行きなさい。
暗き湖黄昏の時を来たり
We got blessed by the first HP bar being taken down to 1. I wonder if we can have it again.
許しを乞います落ちよロードレスキャメロット
星の宇宙に物見の楽園の端から君に聞かせよう。罪なき者の通るガーデン・オブ・アバロン。
違法の国時の終わり慣れた剣は彼の手に霊言に勝利を刻めラウンド・オブ・アバロン
At least we're already cleansing ourselves of the burns as well. Okay, so they're no longer using skills like that. But I definitely missed out because, again, like, I could have had an easier battle had I broken them in time. Let's see, though.
お望みのままに。
下がっている誇りにかけて
そうです。
輝きを
I mean, it seems like they have less HP, although it's hard to tell. Let's see how much... Oh, we have one left. Literally one left. So, Castoria, Merlin...
よく言いましたそこです
そうです。
モルゴ
All I ask, please don't get like an overwhelming MP charge.
ー議論をしようせい
There goes the barrier, but it's fine. Like I said, we play for stalls.
暗き湖
小さな窓が。
I mean, I could... Like, again, we have the barrier. We might as well make use of it. Morgan has her... Well... We don't have any attack buffs, that's the other thing, too. Unfortunately. So it wouldn't benefit us from using it right now. Well... No, it wouldn't.
宝具を
王の話をすると
展開
しよう。
しましょう大終末
I'd rather have the Buster buff activate in combination with the Guts.
そういいでしょう私の足元で許しを乞います落ちよロードレスキャメロット
そこは壁もなく城もなく国制度の始まりの空。魂のありかを見せようか。ガーデン・オブ・アバロン。
Now that I think about it, I probably could have brought Melusine. Maybe.
時の終わり
But it would have been risky.
剣は彼の手霊言に勝利を刻めラウンド・オブ・アバロン
Buffing up for the next turn. No one has any good face cards this time around. At the most, I'd say just this.
下がっているように逃がすもの
Ooh!
イーグルこちらです
Probably should have used some buffs, but it's okay. Ooh, and we got burned again. so close. You know what? We could probably just... Actually, no, we will go for it. Go for the kill.
手に入らない
Actually, no. Yeah, no. Actually, no, we could probably pull it off. We don't even have to go that ham. By that, I'm referring to the noble phantasm, of course. Kasori's got this.
受けるがいい
Oh, yeah.
輝きロック輝きらしい
ご苦労様。じゃあ次に行こ
What? Mm. You noticed too, haven't you, Master? That fight was clearly... Neza. Why? That was an incredible display of wealth and fortune. It almost makes me envy you, but... You took it too far. Even with all your abundance, you were spending it faster than you could replenish it. You know, I thought the way you were burning through your items seemed familiar. You were doing it on purpose. You went out of your way to use more of your power than necessary. You made sure to use so much that not even the god of wealth could recover from the loss. Why? Kubera is the god linked to my father. What? In China, Crown Prince Neza's father is known as Tuo Pa Li Tiang Wang, aka pagoda-bearing Heavenly King Li, aka Li Jing. And in Japan, Li Jing is considered to be the same as figures I mentioned before, Tamoten and Bishamonten. There's a lot of cross-pollination between Taoist lore and Buddhist myth when it comes to gods like these, so it can be difficult to make sense of. But the long and short of it is, you can be pretty sure that Li Jing and the Hindu god Kubera are not one and the same. And I, of course, have a connection to my father. Confusion. There's something inside the jewel I hold in my chest. I do not know what to call these feelings I hold towards my father. What does that all mean? The details are a little different between Journey to the West and the Investiture of the Gods. But basically, Neza was born with tremendous power, and wrecked a lot of things even as a baby. Father acted in anger and fear, and Neza lost her body as a result. She was later born into a new being thanks to the Buddha and Taiyi Zenren. Well, the real story might be more complicated than that, but that's an accurate picture of the central relationships. Plus, they say Neza's father is still afraid of her powers, so... I am Crown Prince Neza, Marshal of the Central Altar. I am not Li Jing. It is therefore impossible for me to tell what I think and feel now that both beings have been combined within me. But I can be certain about this. It is not right for Li Jing to exist inside Neza. It is utterly preposterous. Truth, such a being can never be me. Truth, that is not how I am meant to function. And that's why you burned yourself out. You couldn't accept what you've become. Well, why take such a, roundabout approach to suicide? Good point. If you wished to end your life, you could have done so many other number of ways. For example, you could have fought back against the god who made you the way with all your might. Since he trusted you enough to bestow you with power, you could have had plenty of chances to attack him if you chose. I consider that, of course, but deemed it impossible. His divine power is just too great. If I lost, he might decide to erase my consciousness for being defective. Then I would truly become nothing more than a puppet, with Neza's body and Kubera's power. Conclusion. That would be a fate worse than death. You ended up as a berserker thanks to that violent side of you being the most prevalent in your manifestation. That would probably also mean that your feelings about your father are stronger and fresher than the usual Neza. Which would explain why you just didn't want to deal with it. Yes, I tried not to think about it at first. I buried my feelings deep down and did my best to forget them. But then I saw her. Our Neza. The moment I saw her, it felt like I had been cursed. I was overcome with rage and hatred and envy. So much so I couldn't stop myself from destroying her. could not stand the idea of another me, a truer me, being out there. I could not accept it, but destroying her did not change, did nothing to lift my curse. I could no longer ignore my incompleteness. I could no longer stand how ugly I was. That is why I did this. Elaboration. It was not you who destroyed me. I destroyed me. Neza. I can't say I approve of what you did, but I can understand it. That is fine. If nothing else, I was able to avoid the worst possible outcome. For that, I thank you. But I will not apologize. The one to whom I should apologize is no longer here. Defects should just disappear. For the time being, I understand that logic. The defected Neza mixed with her father will disappear. That is how it should be. Salvation. I will not return in the next Yuga. You are a servant of that god. You have no right to say that. My lover is gone now. How dare you say they were defective? How dare you say they deserve to disappear? Apology. I have no way of knowing that. All I'm saying is, for those of us ashamed of our defectiveness, getting disappear can be a kind of salvation. Hang on. If you're really grateful to us, then give us some info before you disappear. It can be about anything. Arjuna, the other Lokapala. Oh, we want to know about God's sky boulder too. The giant cube? Truth? Unknown. I know nothing about it either. Nor do I know who might know something. Damn, I was afraid you'd say something like that. The Lokapala are servants that he has bestowed with divinities. If you defeat them, those divinities should disperse, like mine. So we can whittle down their forces by taking them out, huh? That's definitely good to know. Whenever we inevitably face off with Arjuna, not having to also fight 3 servants with godly power at the same time will be a huge help. Can you tell us anything about the other Lokapala? Answer. Ashvahaman is a special case. He goes around on his own, fighting battles in place of Arjuna. The others watch over different regions. They sometimes assemble under Arjuna's orders, but in general, they keep to their assigned area. There are only 3 Lokapalas, so each one covers a wide swath of land. I do not know what happened to the gods who were originally meant to guard the different directions. There's supposed to be 8 Lokapala, 1 for each cardinal direction. I wonder if their divinities are still inside Arjuna because he doesn't need them. What do all of you Lokapala do exactly? In which directions do you oversee? Answer. We watch over people, guard against revolt, and take care of the sacred beasts. My territory stretches over everything from the north to the southeast. The old man handles everything from the north to the southwest. And the young man handles everything from the southeast to the southwest. The old man is William Tell, an archer, and the young man is Asclepios, a caster. Dang, I butchered Asclepios' name. Dang, getting your real names revealed like that? That's harsh. Oh boy. And I'm not up to the task over here. I'm starting to fall asleep, doze off, or at least get tired. Okay, we'll get through this and then that'll be it. Or maybe not, we'll see. Asclepius. See, we got his true name. Asclepius is a hero known for being one of the Argonauts, and for founding medicine as we know it today. It's too bad Adelante is not here. She might have been able to tell us more about him. And then there's William Tell, one of the most famous hunters in the world. So that's who the elderly man is. As a rule, servants are usually someone in their prime. So his middle-aged appearance must be because that time in his life is when his skills were at their peak. Interestingly, neither of these servants have any connection to India whatsoever. But now, they've been given the divinity and power of Indian gods. I wonder what effect that had on their abilities. Answer, unknown. I never paid much attention to their abilities. I did not need to. Oh, report. I've reached my limit. Outsider. No. Master of Chaldea. Maybe we'll meet again someday. And if we do, let it not be this defective version of me. I hope it will be the other, purer me. Aww. You're not filthy, okay? Just because a servant is given divine power, that doesn't necessarily mean they will see it as a good thing. If anything, it was that power that made her see herself as defective. Yes, even servants are no exception. Sorry about that. Know what you need, but you don't want to keep, what to discard. I think everyone has to decide those things for themselves, because no two people are alike. It's no one else's place to unilaterally choose them for you, not even a god. You had every right to say that. Say what you did to that Lokapala. Can more than understand your anger at someone desiring to cut themselves off from their world after they've been going around doing the same to others. All I'm saying is that the ones serving the god have their reasons as well. As that girl just said, it's not right for a single entity, even a god, to make decisions for the entire world. Yes, you're right. Besides, the important thing is that you and your comrades succeeded at defeating one of the Lokapala. This is cause for celebration. I'll go tell the others.
Not only did you defeat one of the Lokapala, you even learned the true name of the other two servants. This is the most welcome turn of events. Terrell, it feels like the car infuriating blocking our way moved aside. We finally got to floor it and leave them in the dust. Now we just have to keep up our momentum all the way to the finish line.
You're not really much good at gauging the mood, are you? We're not exactly celebrating here. No, wait. My god's power is telling me what's really going on here. You did gauge the mood, and just ignored it. These like me aren't too good at this sort of social stuff. Though I guess you could also call it a pretty minor skill.
But you might not psychoanalyzing me right where I can hear you, especially when you're going to be so spot on. As the commander, I merely offer my assessment of the present situation.
The servant doesn't get to choose who summons them. While this was very unfortunate for Neza, it worked out for us. If she hadn't purposely worn herself down, I don't think we could have avoided taking some heavy losses. I agree. It doesn't feel like we won so much as she let us win. Neza was a special case, since she just happened to have a special connection to the divinity she was given. I don't think we can count on anything similar happening with the Lokapella who don't have any ties to India. Agreed. Ashwahaman was a significant threat, even when we were only trying to get away. His regenerative abilities and his immortality were both on a scale I'm rarely seen. As for the other servants, we should assume they were at least as powerful as Neza would have been if she made better use of Kubera's power, if not more so. Yeah, the next one we face might not be this easy. Exactly, Master. I'll make sure to remain on my guard. Still, if nothing else, at least we made a bit of progress. Eliminating one of the divinities under Arjuna's control is a victory no matter how you look at it. Though of course, it's still too early to say how much value or significance this victory portends. Actually, now that you mention it, I think I do feel a little lightened. That indescribable pressure we felt hindering us in this world, that strange feeling that something is off, has been preventing us from finding our footing. It feels like it's not quite as bad now. It seems safe to assume that eliminating one of the Lokapala has improved the state of the world, somehow. Needless to say, if we're going to defeat Arjuna, we'll need to reduce his overwhelming power and find a way to draw out more of our own. If eliminating Lokapala can achieve both at once, that would truly be killing two birds with one stone. Forget birds or stones, at this point, that looks to be our only possible path to victory, period. So I guess we'll just have to make our way down a little bit at a time. Journey of 1,000 miles, that all. In other words, our next course of action is to try and take out all the other Lokapala. And luckily, we now know where we can probably find them. Sure, they may just be very general directions, but it's still better than having no leads at all. Plus, I bet the towns and villages in those areas know something. Sounds good to me. According to Neza, Ashwahaman moves around freely on his own, so going after him won't be an option. So the question is, who do we pursue first? William Tell or Asclepius?
That's a no-brainer. The archer's clearly the high priority target.
Oh? Why's that?
Isn't it obvious? We can't have him sniping Taro now, can we? She's the cornerstone of our whole operation here, after all. I may be personally blessed by the goddess of fortune, but Taro there is the one holding the key to our victory. Therefore, we should take out the archer first, to eliminate the risk of Taro being taken out at a distance and ensure her safety.
I understand how you feel, but I'm not certain the choice is so clear-cut. We shouldn't let our king rush headlong into danger just because we're wary of their rook.
No, I understand. It's a question of who has the greater advantage. Fact is, we currently have no servants who excel at mid to long-range combat. Every member in our current lineup is a close to mid-range fighter. If we were to go after the archer first, we would end up struggling to pin him down. We want to have him really throw a wrench in our works by calling in reinforcements.
Agreed. That is a distinct possibility.
Masters, on the other hand, tend to be excellent mages, but they're certainly not known for their prowess in battle. Being an excellent mage doesn't automatically make you an excellent warrior, after all. No, most casters fight by laying cutting traps and collecting information outside of battle to stack the deck in their favor. So in a head-to-head brawl, they're likely to fall one step behind compared to an archer. If you can drag them into such a brawl, you should have a good chance of defeating them. Essentially, our goal would be to reduce the enemy's forces by going after the weaker opponents first.
That would leave the archer's threat looming over us, but that has been no less true all this time. I believe we can minimize the risk by taking measures against any attempts at sniping and eliminating the caster as quickly as possible.
Then it's settled. We'll go after the caster first.
Can't believe it.
What can't you believe? As a fellow chum master, I demand an explanation.
What the, Gordy? Hey, I'll have you know that I only have all this extra weight out of respect for Ganesha. Anyway, I was just surprised that you were acting like a decent commander for once. Really do know the differences between the servant classes, don't you, Gachi?
Gotch? Does that mean she thinks I'm like Carl Gotch, the undisputed god of pro wrestling? That's a rather elegant nickname you come up with there, young lady. That I appreciate. But to be clear, I've been studying this sort of thing ever since I knew was going to be the next director of Chaldea. After all, I would be quite the farce if Chaldea's top brass didn't know the first thing about its crucial heroic spirit summoning system. Isn't that right, Kirillite?
Yes, Director. I know you've been studying diligently every day since we left Russia.
What? No. I know these things all along. I'm nothing if not a capable commander after all. Regardless, I now easily know just as much as a newly minted master. Furthermore, I've also taken another look at Taro's reports. By this point, I can quickly calculate each class' traits, the cost of summoning a given servant, and the amount of strain placed on the nervous system by the Mystic Code. With just one hand and a command pocket calculator. Incidentally, Taro, you'll be getting hungry in about 3 hours, so make sure you have some rations ready to go.
He's even calculated the rate Master burns calories. Yes, very impressive. Now can we get back on track? So we'll be going after Asclepios first. Neza said he's in charge of the south, but how do we go about finding him? I'm told there's a town in the south. If his job includes keeping an eye on the people in his region, there's a strong chance he'll show up there. In that case, we should be able to ask someone in this village where to find it. Okay, sounds like a plan to me.
Good, alright, Taro. Your next mission is to head south, find the caster of Asclepios, and defeat him.
Oh, and don't worry. Yours truly, the beautiful Miss Avenger, will be holding an extensive lecture on Greek heroes to give you something to listen to on the way. Just my luck. But no, seriously though. Let me check. Yeah, we've been pushing it a little hard here, but I think it's time to have the pause. After all, I'm getting tired. I'm not sure if I'll finish this all in a given time. I mean, we made it to 11. Thinking about this rationally, 11 is just a series of subsequent battles. Holy shit. More so or less, yeah. I mean, we could do one battle, but no, like I said, I'm reaching my end over here. Like, tired fatigue-wise. I'm running on fumes here. After working today as well. Huh. And also, I feel like I was getting sick too. I hope I'm not getting sick, but we'll see tomorrow. Yeah, and there's tomorrow other things as well, too. So with that being said, everyone, this is your host, Lord Valderox, wishing you all a good day, good night, good morning, good afternoon, or whichever dude does apply to you. And I'll see you all next stream, which again, will be another fake stream continuing on a few hours from now. Hopefully, like I said, I can finish everything by then. Hopefully. But take care, everyone, okay? Bye!